up, guys? It's Jack from GrowJack Outdoors. And today, I know some of you guys have been asking for a garden update, and that's what we're going to do today. There's a couple reasons why I took off a couple weeks from filming, because we had a major setback with the pumpkins. I ended up losing all my pumpkin plants, and so we're about 3 or 4 weeks behind on the pumpkins, and I ended up starting some more, and I got them in the patch, and the pumpkin patch has turned into a big watermelon patch too. So we'll show you the patch. I've got most of the stuff planted, but first I need to show you the greenhouse. Some of you guys have been already noticed that the greenhouse has shade cloth on it now. We got the shade cloth because it was getting hot in here with the plastic on, so it's a lot cooler in here now. So now I need to show you what's all in my greenhouse. So first we're going to start with over here on this side. I got my strawberry wicking tubs. Now if you guys don't know what wicking tubs are, you can go check out my videos from last year. I made a video on making them, and this is actually gardening with Leon's idea, and he has a bunch of videos on his channel, so go check out Gardening with Leon on YouTube, and you can find all the information you need on these wicking tubs. I got strawberries in these two, and this one is doing awesome. Oh, there's one. I don't think that one's quite ready to pick, but this is the first year that these plants have been in, and they're already producing really good. And there's another one on this tub. They're just doing great. And then we have a little shoot. They're doing awesome. And then these two are 2 gourd plants that I started. And over here, we have my 2 backup giant pumpkins right here. They're doing pretty good. And then this is a cucumber. These 2 are more cucumbers. And this is something that's exciting. Me and my dad are trying to grow giant tomatoes this year, and we're doing a lot better than we did last year. First off, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plants in here, and this one, I believe, came from a 7.3 pound tomato. These 2 came from a 7.3 pounder, and this one is my dad's plant, and this one's the one that's doing the best. We got this giant bloom, like you can see my hand next to it, and here's like a normal bloom, but that's a giant bloom. I hope that turns out to be a tomato, and the stem going up to it is just big. And so here's our other one. We don't have any tomatoes that have got put on there yet. And then come over here. This is our squash and zucchini for our wicking tubs. We need to put those in. And then here's some extra pepper plant and tomato plants that I have been starting for friends and family. So these aren't spoken for. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, but so now what all you've been waiting for, let's go to the pumpkin patch. So while we're walking today, what we're going to be doing today is, the wind has been getting crazy, so we're going to be putting our windscreen up, and we'll bring you along for that. Our windscreen up all along that. Hey Woody, no! You can't pee on my watermelon plants, no. Okay, so first, right when we walk in the gate, we have my raised beds. Now, I weed-eated around my raised beds just a couple days ago, but the grass is taking off already, so I need to get this weed-eated this week, so don't make fun of me. First off, we have my pepper and okra bed. So this row is Hungarian wax peppers. This row is banana peppers, I think. This row is bell peppers with a okra on the end. This row is jalapenos, and there's a ghost pepper in that thing. It's just little still, so we put that around it so nobody pulled it as a weed. And then we have 2 okra, 2 okra, 2 okra. And then we had another giant tomato. And we put it right here. So this one's giant. This one's a giant tomato. We're just gonna try it outside, see how it works. As you guys can see, I put straw around my plant so it helps the weeds from not coming up. This is my little ghost pepper. It's kind of shriveling up. Hopefully that can make it. And then my tomato bed. So I have 3 cherry tomatoes, already getting tomatoes on them. 3 Ace 55 tomatoes. That one's not doing very good. I don't know what's wrong with that one, but there's no tomatoes on this one, but there's getting tomatoes on this one. That's really good. Then we have 3 beefsteak tomatoes. There's no tomatoes on those yet, but I think there's about to because there's a lot of blooms on them. But I need to get some cages around there. I think I'll do it once they get a little bit bigger. So now let's show you our watermelons and pumpkins. Here's my first watermelon. This one's doing good. It's vining out. I have straw around this. Then this is my second watermelon. This one's vining out really good. I have this bucket around it, so there's no wind will hurt it. But this one, I don't know why. I don't know if something got in here, but it cracked. Hopefully that will heal. I'll have to put something on that here in a minute. And then my watermelon. This is another watermelon. Another good one. This vine's pointing this way. So when it warms up and this gets more flexible, I'll try to point it that way. And then here's my best watermelon plant so far. It's getting real long, and it has a little bloom with a watermelon on it, but I think that's too close to the vine. I mean, too close to the mound, so I think I'll cut that one off or just let it see what it does. And then next to watermelons, we have this one. Nothing too special about that one. That one's just starting to vine out. And then turn around, we have another one. So all in all, we have 6 watermelon plants here. And then we come over here across my plank. And we have 258. As some of you guys know, I grew giant pumpkins last year, and I grew a 494 pounder and a 258 pounder. So the 2 pumpkins I'm growing are from the 258 pounder that I grew last year. So this is my first 258. It's doing pretty good. As I said, we're a couple weeks behind. Right there, it's getting a little yellow. I don't know why that is. And then come over here to our second 258. This one's doing the best. Got that big leaf on it already, and it's doing really good. So hopefully it starts vining out and we can catch up and we can set a big pumpkin on there. That's the pumpkin patch for now. Hopefully it starts growing fast. As I said, we're a couple weeks behind on the pumpkins because we had a major setback. Now, as you can see, the fence behind me probably lets a lot of wind in and it can destroy my plants. So we have to go down and get some windscreen that we bought off Amazon, I believe, and we're gonna lay it across the fence and maybe on this side if we have enough. So let's get started. Just riding my bike back, and I'll have to get the mule to get that big windscreen, and my dad will come down and help me. So let's do it. Attention, people! GrowJack Outdoors! We got our windscreen down here. This is actually the windscreen from last year. And, oh, here. My dad got me a Christmas present this Christmas, and we got another roll of windscreen. So
these rolls are, I think, 6 foot tall and 150 foot long.
What?
We got them off Amazon. It worked really good last year, so we're gonna try it again this year.
Yep. How many years do you think we can be able to use this?
I don't know. I think as long as we get it down, as soon as we're done using it, it'd probably last several years. It faded a little bit from last year, but it seems to have held up really well.
Look, I got this!
All right.
AJ's cutting string with pliers. Yeah, it faded some, and then here's our new roll.
I think this is going to be a little more difficult with reusing this than last year because it was on a nice roll and it was real easy to roll out. We'll see. We're going to secure it with zip ties, and we lined it up. We folded over the top of the fence, and then that gave us a little bit extra at the bottom, and we laid boards on it at the bottom. It helped keep weeds off the fence. And zip ties will go right through this stuff, and we're going to take the zip tie through both layers. And cinch it down.
Just like that.
And double it up and tie it this way too so we can pull some tension on it.
What are those called?
I don't know. It's a jack.
A jack?
Yeah, see? Yeah.
It's a fencing pliers.
Fencing pliers?
Yep. You be careful, okay?
Okay.
There, we got our whole end tied up, and there's the extra. We'll lay something on to be kind of a weed preventer on the fence. That's simple as that. We're gonna try to pull it all the way around and secure it to block our south wind. I don't know if I don't think we'll cover the north side. In the summertime we have mostly south wind. Plus we have the tree blocks on the north side, so I think covering the south end will be good enough.
We got a patch dog too. Woody. Woody likes just sitting out here.
Another thing is this helps keep the critters out of the patch too. It doesn't completely stop them, but it will definitely help them not want to come in as bad.
What do you need zip ties for?
We got the windscreen put up. We added another row of zip ties on the bottom and on the top. So I think that's gonna work a lot, but it's starting to rain, so I gotta hurry up. I'll walk you through and I'll show you what it looks like from the inside. Ah, it's raining. Oh, there's some thunder. Here's what it looks like from the inside. We kind of overlapped it right here. But I think this is gonna work really good. Not let any wind in. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. It's starting to rain. Go down there, ring the notification bell, like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see you next video.